Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Tatiana, and I'm going to have a quick, maybe short conversation with you today. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is wanting to be a hero to everyone. If you see me looking down, I'm looking down at some of my notes that I have here because typically I like to write my thoughts down. Some of it is also going to be a little bit of a free flow as well. So I hope you bear with me today. So, some of you may know how excruciating or painful it can feel when you want to come to someone's rescue or you want to save them from some of the decisions that they may make that may not be helpful for them. Some of it that may get them into a more worse situation, a deeper hole that they may already be in now. And I wanted to talk about this because sometimes we may want to rescue people or save people who are in trouble. We want to be the fixer. We want to give solutions and even give a raft to get them out of that situation. Um, One, because it may make you or us uncomfortable to see them in a situation. And more so, it may be to alleviate the pain that we may be feeling ourselves. And one of the things I also wanted to bring up is how can you save someone if you yourself may be drowning? Now, this is not everyone who wants to save, but for those who may be in situations where you feel like the water is all the way up to your neck about to come over your head, how are you going to save someone when you yourself are having a hard time trying to come all the way up beyond the very bare minimum of the surface? You got to get some help first. And if that's financial, emotional help, social support, help with your rent, whatever that is. You don't have to pretend like you have it all together um, because you are someone that is accustomed to helping everyone else, and you are known for being the source of everything resourceful solutions, fixing, etc. And so one of the common reasons I hear people say they want to help people is because they may be someone who has experienced crushing pain, um, and they know memories of when they may have been younger when they didn't have help from someone. And because they didn't have the help, they want to be that solution for someone else. And I think that's great because many times we are to pass something down to someone else, provide wisdom, give tools, insight, revelation to situations and opportunities and experiences to other people so that they don't go into unnecessary pitfalls, so that they don't go into circles and run around mountains for 40 years and they don't have to. We get to educate and provide some type of blueprint to others so that they don't have to take as long as we did, take the long route or whatever the case may be. That is a part of our walk. Is to pass what we learn down to others. But there could also be a case where sometimes you step in even if the person doesn't ask you to. Sometimes you step in if you see something from a distance or a mile away and you want to put your all into solving this for this person. And at that point, that's where we get to ask ourselves the question, why am I really trying to help this person? What is behind me wanting to rescue the person from the situation? Is it because I see myself in the situation? You may ask yourself, do I see myself um, as a younger version of myself in this person, in this situation? And it's really the younger version of myself that I'm trying to rescue. Do I want to be acknowledged for the giving and the help that I'm doing? These are some of the things that may come up if you really take the time to analyze and think about what drives you to do certain behaviors when it comes to helping others. And not saying that any of these things are you, that these are just some things that may come up. Like sometimes um, when I see certain things happening and people wanting to help other people, I can identify that some individuals are operating from a wounded place, a painful place. Just like I said before, you may see yourself in a situation and you be like, oh my gosh, that's me. I remember feeling like that. And you're trying to scoop them up out of the situation because there's also some unresolved hurt and pain that's inside of you as well. Sometimes we get in the way of other people's processes that can allow them to develop in character, that can develop their resilience, that can develop their insight, and also how they get to problem solve and grow and overcome obstacles in their own lives. Yes, we get to pass down wisdom and educate, give insight, revelation, and all those things, but how much of a handicap are we doing if we're trying to do everything for them for the sake of them not experiencing pain? All pain is not bad. Some things that may be pressing against a person can be beneficial for growth. Because when you experience a thing, you get to be like, okay, I know what happened last time. I'm not going in that direction. I remember what happened when I gave this amount of money to this particular person and they said they would pay me back. And it would be okay if I gave them something to help and I had extra to help myself, but I didn't take care of my obligations first before I gave that to them. So I know not to do that again. There are certain things that people should go through, and I don't know what everybody should is, but everybody has their own path that they get to walk so that they can grow, right? Oh, really quick little plug. If you guys don't know, I did start a podcast. So this is one of the things I want to talk about a little bit more in depth when I have more of when I have the opportunity to record in depth and expound on some of the reasons why people may try to rescue, right? Just a little plug. And the podcast is called The Foundations We Lay. Right now, you can find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and also on Buzzsprout. So I may plug the link into the description. So back to this really quick. One of the things I also wanted to talk about is one of the things that is kind of it can be detrimental to try and be the rescuer is that you are knowingly or unknowingly stepping into the role and the place of God. You probably don't even know that you're trying to fill his role. Um, and because you're trying to be the problem solver for everything that they go through, how can they really encounter him if you're trying to be all that to them and not even allowing the Lord God to be those things to you, right? Because you too get to receive from the one who rescues. You get to encounter the one who heals if healing is what you need. You get to receive from the restorer. You get to get everything that you need when you allow God to be the Lord of your life and you not trying to be Lord in somebody else's life. Do you know that you can fumble relationships by trying to control? I don't know if you know that sometimes this help can really be your desire to control the situation. That's not something that can help the person that I know that you probably love and care about, even if it's not even somebody that's close to you that you're trying to help. So, all in all, I really wanted to just bring this up to scratch the surface because our desire to help people and how often and frequent we want to do that can reveal something about us. It can reveal something that's underlying our motives, our unresolved hurts and pains, some traumas that we probably haven't talked about. Whatever the case may be, there is a good so called balance or harmony that can go in place when we help people. But overdoing it, trying to help people all the time, even when it's hurtful for you, even when you truly don't even feel like doing it, even when you may be thinking on the inside, oh my gosh, I can't even afford to do this. Even when you do help someone, but you're thinking about kind of how you may regret it a little bit, all of those things we get to take into account to really see what's going on inside of me. And not that there's anything wrong with you, but these are some of the habits that we do time and time again without taking a moment to really think about our patterns and why we show up the way that we do. So I would love to hear from you guys in the comments as well. If this is you, if this is your experience, or if this is something that you've overcome, I would love to hear about your experience and a little bit more insight that I may have not even touched on today. And until next time, love on yourself and love on others.